Hi, and welcome to this short morning flow. The intention of this class is to get your day started off right with about a 20-minute flow, which I find to be a lot easier to do in the morning. It's hard to find an hour or an hour and 15 minutes to dedicate to practicing first thing in the morning, and 20 minutes I feel like is a little bit more realistic. So that's what we're going to be doing today. You can do this with a mat, without a mat. I have blocks. You can choose to put blocks on your mat or ditch them, whichever works best for you. And we're actually going to start this practice today in child's pose. So start to make your way there on your mat. Take your time getting situated in child's pose with your knees nice and wide and your hips towards your heels. I like to put my forehead on a block in child's pose. I find it a little bit easier to breathe that way, but you can always rest your forehead down. Spread your fingers nice and wide and settle into your breath, settle into your day. Taking a few mindful moments first thing in the morning makes such a huge difference for me. So as you rest your body heavy on the earth in child's pose, see if you can cultivate presence with your breath as an anchor for your thought. Notice how your inhales and exhales change the shape of your body as you breathe in and breathe out. Feel where the air gently comes in and out of your nostrils. Then soften your jaw. Your body might be a little bit tight since you just woke up. See if you can imagine that every exhale releases some of that tension as you breathe deeply and fully. And begin to crawl your way up to a tabletop position with your wrists under your shoulders and your knees under your hips. Take a moment to get set up. So fingers are spread nice and wide and hands are active. Finger pads press down into the earth. Take a big breath out. Inhale to cow pose. Drop your belly, lift your gaze slightly up. Exhale, cat pose. Round your spine and press down into your hands. Inhale to another cow, belly drops. Press the heels of your hands into the air. Exhale, cat pose. Round and lengthen the back side of your neck. Two more with your breath. Inhale, lead you through cow. Fill up fully. Exhale to cat. Empty out completely. Final time, slow and steady. Then come back to a neutral tabletop. Keep your right knee and right hand on the earth. Scoot your right hand forward a little bit. We're moving into supported side plank. So left foot steps back and left arm reaches high. I find it helpful to kick my right heel behind you. So in tabletop, our foot's here. It's helpful to turn your foot out. I also like to block under my hair too. That's an option. And then first start with lengthening through your side bodies and reaching over your neck. Strengthen your core and squeeze your glutes. Stretch as long as you can. Nice long side body. If there's discomfort in the shoulder, you can bring your hand behind your head. Soften your jaw and take a steady breath. We've got a couple more here. Alrighty, same thing other side. Travel your tabletop to get there. Hands and knees meet. And then left hand on the earth for a block. Left foot swings behind you. Tuck your toes under. Step your right foot back. And then right arm sensation, but not pain or discomfort. And we learn a little bit more about the relationship we have with both of those things through this practice. Steady breath, a couple more here. One more full breath in. Exhale back to a tabletop position. Wrists under your shoulders, knees under your hips. I've got my hands on blocks, or your hands can be on the earth. Take a big breath out. Inhale, cow pose. Drop your belly, lift your knee. Exhale, cat pose, round your spine. Wonderful. And then from here, you can come back onto your knees a little bit. Step just your right foot forward. Hands can either come to your mat or to blocks if you have blocks. We're just going to start slowly rocking forward and back into this front knee. Getting into your hamstrings, getting into your hip flexors on your left leg. Slow and steady, don't dislarge your hips, which are okay with. So you can go from foot flat on the earth, hips, gently shifting forward, to butt, booty, up and back, and heel on the ground, toes come up. Again, that's inhale, foot flat, hips forward, gaze up. Exhale, hips back, heel on the earth, toes up. Inhale, shift forward, lower your hips. Exhale, shift back, lengthen your hamstrings. A few more with your breath. It doesn't have to be perfect, we're just trying to move the body, use the breath. Inhale, shifts forward, heart lifts, gaze lifts. Exhale, shifts you back, booty lifts, chest falls. Couple more. All right, and then shift forward. Heel toe your right foot to the outside edge of your mat for a runner's lunge. If your left knee is feeling some discomfort being on the ground, you can slide a blanket or a towel or a pillow or anything underneath it. So we're turning the right toes outward. So in that lunge, toes are forward, now toes turn out, and crawl forward to runner's lunge. I like hands on blocks, especially this is my morning practice of the day too. And so my hips are like, excuse me, what are you doing? So easy peasy here. Hands on blocks makes it a little bit less sensational. And you can stay right here. Try not to dump your hips all the way down. Keep your core strong. You can stay here, or you can maybe lower forearms to blocks, whatever makes sense to you. Soften your jaw and breathe. Come back up. My hips are tight today. Holy moly. Two breaths. Awesome. And then come back to a tabletop position. We have blocks. Go ahead and slide them out of the way. Crawl your hands forward and slowly lower down to the earth. You can go slow, elbows by your side. Take a nice one. And then from here, bring your hands underneath your shoulders, press into the tops of your feet. Take a look at my knees here. See how I'm lower to the ground? If I press into the tops of my feet, they lift off of the ground. So you want to press into the tops of your feet so much that your knees lift. Then press your hips into the earth and take an exhale. Inhale, cobra pose. Press into your feet, lift your heart. Exhale, slowly lower forehead to the earth. Inhale to another cobra, gaze just in front of your mat, long backside of your neck. Exhale, gently release. Bring your hands to the outside of your mat and spider tip or tip your fingers. Take a look here. We don't want a lot of weight in our fingers here. Press into your feet. Lift your chest, inhale, follow me here. Exhale, look to your left, drop your right shoulder forward. Inhale, back to center, both shoulders lift. Exhale, look right, left shoulder dips. Two more each side. Inhale up, Exhale, right shoulder forward, right ear towards the mat. Inhale, lift. Exhale, left shoulder forward, left ear towards the mat. One more time. Lift. Look left, right shoulder down. Lift. Look right, left shoulder down. Come back to center one more time. Inhale, press to your feet. Exhale, gently release. Reach your hands in front of you. And let your forehead rest down on the ground. This posture is called full pranam or full prayer. It's a reminder of what full surrender feels like. I think it's so wonderful to start our day with this in our practice because it's a reminder that we have control, but we also have to focus on where it is that we can let go and surrender to make things a little bit more easy in our lives. We grasp, we hold, we try to control everything. While there's a lot that we can affect and control, there's also a lot that we can't. And it's all about discerning and knowing the difference between the two. So as you lay fully on the ground and surrender and full pranam, can you think of an area in your life today where you hold stress, tension, or grasp and control that you could let go of? That you could surrender to in a way that allows you a little bit more peace and ease in your life. Take one more breath here, forehead heavy on the earth. Exhale all the way. Hands underneath your shoulders, gently press up to a tabletop position. Take a big breath out, exhale all the way. Inhale, cow pose, drop your belly, lift your gaze. Exhale, cat pose, ground your spine. In. Alrighty, back to tabletop position. This time, hands on blocks. For the earth, step your left foot forward. Oops, throw blocks around. Hands can be on blocks like this, or they can be down the ground. We're going to move through that breath. So left toes turn forward. Inhale, let your hips drop forward and lift your gaze up slightly. Exhale, hips come down and back. Left leg straightens and toes come up. Inhale, chest lifts, hips shift. Exhale, booty drops, left leg straightens. Few more with your breath. Inhale, shift forward, lift your chin slightly. Exhale, shift back, drop your chest towards your left leg. A few more with your breath. Final one here. As you inhale back to a bend left knee, heel toe your left foot to the outside edge of your mat. Turn your toes to about a 45-degree angle. Left toes point out to the left. You can stay here and let your hips gently drop towards the earth in runner's lunge. What we don't want a lot of times is we bring the left foot or the front foot too far back. And notice here how my knee is in front of my ankle. What we want is ankle in front of the knee. So crawl your left foot forward, now to the left as far as you need to make that happen. And then you can stay upright here in runner's lunge, or work your way down, maybe form some blocks. The earth. Like I said, my hips are sassy AF in the morning, so I'm hanging up here, feeling very good. Notice if you clench your teeth and take deep breaths. Soften where you can. Strengthen through your core. A few more breaths. Awesome. Headed back to a tabletop position, swing your leg around. Hands come to the earth or blocks. Take a big breath out. Inhale, cow pose. Drop your belly, gaze slightly shifts up. Exhale, cat pose around your spine. Awesome. Come back to a neutral tabletop. And then from here, we're going to find downward facing dog. We're only briefly going to be in down dog. So stretch it out if you'd like to stay in down dog longer. Please feel free to do so. Hands to the earth. Press into your pointer and thumb fingers. And lift your hips up and back for downward facing dog. A gentle bend in your knees. Maybe straighten one leg, another. Shake your head. Yes. No. From here, walk your hands to your feet at the back of your mat for a forward fold. Feet outer hips width distance apart. Lift your head, hang heavy, ragdoll pose. Put a generous bend in your knees, rock a little bit from side to side. Couple breaths here. As you exhale, soften your jaw. And ruffle your brow. Lower your hands to the ground. Heel toe your feet to one another. They can be hips width distance apart, inner hips width distance, or if you'd like big toes to touch, just make sure there's not a lot of tension on your knees. Take an exhale, let your head drop heavy. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands to your shins or your knees, lengthen through the back side of your neck. Stay here for a couple breaths. See if you can really press down into your feet like you were trying to pull the mat and rip it in half in between your feet. That'll fire up through your outer hips and your glutes. Take a full breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Another halfway lift. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Shoulder blades together, nice flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to mountain pose. Reach your arms all the way up. First big standing posture. Take some time getting into it. Maybe side stretch from side to side. Oh, man. Good morning. Holy. And then when you're ready, arms come up, mountain pose. Think of bringing your arms up instead of from the front. See how my arms are up by my ears here? Think of sweeping your arms up with an open chest. Palms come up. Nice length through the back of your neck. Then clasp your hands. Bring them to the back of your head. Put a gentle bend in your knees and find a standing back. Heart lifts up. Chin lifts up. Think of it more as heart lifting rather than bending back. 2 breaths. Inhale, back up to mountain pose. Gaze comes up. Exhale, forward fold. We're going to move through that with breath 2 times. Inhale, crown of your head forward. Exhale, forward fold, head heavy. Inhale, mountain pose. Arms reach up, gaze comes up. Exhale, cactus your arms, lift your heart towards the ceiling. Inhale, mountain, reach up, look forward. Exhale, forward fold, little bend in your knees. Final time, inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Use your breath to move you. Inhale, mountain pose, big sweeping motion up. Exhale, cactus your arms, little bend in your knees. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Ragdoll pose, heel toe your feet. Outer hips width distance apart. Rock a bit from side to side. Rock a little bit from side to side. Let your hands come down to the ground. Take a big breath out and exhale. Inhale, strong core. Come all the way up to standing. Reach your arms up, big breath in, mountain pose. Exhale, hands to heart. Take a full breath in together. And a big breath out. Another inhale, fill up all the way. And a big dramatic open mouth exhale. Feel your feet on the floor. Feel the breath in your lungs. Please know that each day we are granted, it is a gift and not guaranteed. Practice kindness to yourself today, kindness to others, and remember where it is that you can practice full pranam, full surrender. Where can you let go for more peace, more ease in your life? Allow your eyes to fall over your clothes, let your head fall towards your hands. May you be happy, healthy, and free. Free from harm and free from suffering, and may the benefits of this practice impact your life in every way that you need it. Please know that you matter. Drag your thumbs to third eye center in acknowledgement of the support that we feel, the surrender that we are able to take, and that we are not alone. We bow and say namaste. I wanted to end this class standing so you feel the power of your feet, you feel ready for your day, and you know that you're ready to take your first step forward into a day that you get to make. Thank you so much for joining me.